Hi everyone, and welcome to our tutorial on how to use a breadboard to build electric circuits. Breadboard is a pretty simple device. It's just made of plastic, and it has some elements that are conductive and some that aren't. As you can see in the drawing here, I'm circling the positive rails on a small breadboard. The red line indicates that whole rail is the positive side of your battery connection. You've also got two blue lines indicated by a minus, and those are the negative side of the power supply, or the negative side of the battery. We've got two of those on this small breadboard. Now, if you are building a circuit and you want to use both positive rails and both negative rails, you need to physically connect them together with a jumper wire. Otherwise, if you connect your positive side of the battery to one power rail or positive side, the other side is not connected. So if you want to use both the positive and negative sides of the breadboard for a design, you got to make sure that they are connected. So remember that for any circuits that you're building. A lot of times if we just use one side, that's sufficient, but there might be a reason where you want to use both. Now, the way a breadboard works is this one here has 5 small holes that are physically connected together. In other words, they're electrically connected. There's zero resistance between those 5 holes. If we pick another 5 holes horizontally down below, those ones are also all electrically connected, or there's zero resistance between those holes. Now, each of these 3 groups are not physically connected to one another. They're not electrically connected. In other words, there's infinite resistance between the horizontal rows. And that's the way you use a breadboard. So if I want to insert a resistor, like you can see here, it's a little bit blurry, but I've got one side of the resistor connected to that hole right there, and I've got the other one connected down in that hole right there. So the way those two holes are separated is they're separated by a certain resistance. I could physically draw in the symbol for a resistor, and it would look like that. So when you insert components, go down the board or go across the middle of the board. That is the way we use those together. Now, you have to remember that these boards do get damaged, so be careful if you think that there should be a connection along the 5 dots that are horizontal, and there's not. There could be an open circuit. Maybe somebody has pushed too hard on a component and it's physically damaged the breadboard. So watch out for that when you're building circuits. That's it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.